Are you letting your life slip away? Most of the time, we're too focused on the future that we forget that our life is today. Our life is now. Our life is not in some kind of thought about the future where everything is perfect and you'll finally achieve some kind of happiness. Most of the time, I also do this where I'm like, okay, right now I'm thinking about the future, how nice that will be, how nice it will be if I have more money, if I have more this, more that. Simple analogy I use is like, when I was in the Netherlands, I wanted to be in Mexico, and how nice would it be if the sun would be there, and it would be amazing, and it would be nice with my girlfriend here. And it is nice, of course. But now I'm in Mexico, and now I think like, oh, I want to be in the Netherlands for the summer, and it will be nice there. And then the weather is nice, and I can do this, and I can do that. And then probably when I'm in the Netherlands, I'm going to be like, oh, it would be nice if I would be in Italy, for example. So it's always like where you're here now, you're always want to achieve some type of future goal that you think will bring you some type of illusionary more happiness in your life. But ultimately, that's not true. Ultimately, that's an illusion. That's a thing of like, it doesn't even exist, this future vision of your life. It doesn't even exist. And it will not bring you more happiness. Think about that you've already achieved financial goals or other type of goals that you thought were going to bring you some type of happiness, but that's not the case. So where is this goal? What is this goal-orientated mindset? These thoughts that we think if we achieve this type of thing is going to bring us some happiness. It's based in lack. We think that we need something else because we are living in lack. And because we are living in lack, we want something. We want richness. We want fulfillment. We want fullness of life. And of course we want this if we're living in lack. But living in lack is a choice. Living in lack, we don't have to be living in lack. I was thinking about it yesterday. If I was living in lack, I was like, oh, I want to have more money. I want to have, how nice would it be if I would have this amount of money on my bank account and be able to spend it. But if you think that you want this amount of money on your bank account, basically what you're doing is you're saying that what you have now is not enough. You are living now in lack and you want something, and then you'll live finally in abundance. And then I was on the back of a motor taxi, and I was like cruising through the city here on the back of this motor, and I was like, I saw these beautiful trees, and I was like, yeah, but the richness I'm looking for is not necessarily in this amount of money. I'm looking for richness, but we forget that this richness is all around us. You know, it's like we think we want this illusionary vision goal that we can achieve, or 10 kilograms more muscle, and then we'll feel richness. But we can feel richness right now if we slow down, if we relax. It's about letting yourself receive the richness that is already around you. And maybe this sounds a bit weird, but the thing here is like, I remember when I did this a few years ago in the morning, I was working on my business, and every morning I would go outside and I would sit in the sun with a cup of coffee in my garden and barefoot in the ground and just, without a shirt and letting the sun in and just drinking the coffee, looking around me, maybe petting my cat and looking at the nature around me and just being grateful for a few things. And in those moments, I felt more rich than when I had record days with my e-commerce store. When I did like crazy days, which I thought were going to make me happy. Like if I make this, I thought I would be happy if I would make that amount in a month. Eventually, I made that amount in a day. Not consistently, but I had like a few days where I did good revenue numbers, and I thought like that would make me happy. But when I look back at it, I was like more happy when I was just sitting with a cup of coffee in my garden. But what the thing is here, what I'm trying to say is like, I let myself receive the richness. I was not in my head in that moment in the garden, in the sun, that I thought, oh, I need to have this. Oh, I need to get this. Oh, when I have a more beautiful garden, then I can enjoy it more. Or, oh, when I have a better coffee machine and I could enjoy more coffee, then I'll enjoy it more. It's just you appreciate and you receive what you get right now in this very moment. I met an interesting woman in Mexico, as in an older woman who told me some lessons when I was on a mushroom trip, and she was an interesting story, but I'll go into that, and I'm not going to go into that. But what she said to me was like, in the West, they put a spell on us that we believe that our life is in the future. And she used the word a spell, as if they put a spell on us. Our mind is corrupted by this thought that our life is in the future, but our life is today. Our life is right now. And we think, ooh, we cannot achieve, if we're content and happy right now, we don't have the motivation to achieve future goals anymore. But the thing is, that's not true, because we don't. If we're content right now, it's not the case that we cannot achieve goals anymore in the future. If we are content now, we can still work towards our goals, but we're not in the illusion that achieving this goal will bring us some happiness. Talk to every millionaire in the world. They say that they thought the million will make them happy, and it gave them a short boost, and a nice car gave them a short dopamine rush. But after that, it was the second million or the third million or the other Rolls Royce they wanted to have. So it's not fulfillment, and it's not gonna be for always, because that's just not how it works. External things are not gonna bring us happiness. We can allow ourselves to feel content right now, and then we can approach life from that. So we can enjoy our life right now, appreciate life right now, be grateful for life right now, because we can, right? Why? What other reason? We can be grateful. We can enjoy our lives right now. Do we need a reason to enjoy our lives if we are able to enjoy our lives? But the thing is, why would you put your happiness in some type of future goal, what you're going to achieve maybe in 5 years if you do your best, and then you have this goal, and then you're happy for a week, and then you were unhappy or uncontent for 5 years just to be content for 1 week? Or you want to be content for 5 years, and then maybe your goal takes a little longer to achieve, I don't know, maybe not, and then you'll be content in the whole path. So you'll be content and happy for 5 years and enjoying your life for 5 years. So the beauty you are looking for and the richness you are looking for is all around you. The abundance you are looking for is all around you. It's in nature. It's in conversations with your friends, with your parents. It's in experiences you can do. It's in your work. It's in the value you are providing right now. It's in these moments you are experiencing the richness around you, but in your mind and in your mindset, you're constantly focused on the lack of the things you don't have, and in the future you will finally have them, and then you'll miss and you'll let life slip away in this very moment. And then you'll later achieve when you're 45 years old or 70 years old, and you're like, wow, I wish I could go back in time and enjoy my life a little bit more. So let's choose to do that right now, guys, and enjoy our life a little bit more, because it's too easy to focus on lack. But we can focus on abundance and live from a place of contentness, and then still strive towards a more beautiful life in the material possessions or in the work we do. Okay, guys. See you later.